Security logs. Unauthorized transmission.
I'm not sure if you're going to receive this, Doctor, but it's imperative you make your way to a safe location. Your history with our organization has been leaked, and your base in the Gliesa 526 system is no longer secure. I repeat, make your way to a safe location immediately. The nearest safe house should be just a system over, but if you need to go further, go further. We can't let them catch us. We found something, and it's coming, but I don't know what. There's a lot of it there, but you need to go now before they catch you. I'll try to meet you there, but I think they're on to me. Goodbye, Doctor. Hey guys, Space Marine 658 here, and I am here to bring you episode 19 in our Aurora Let's Play. Last time we left off, we were doing a bit of fleet maintenance, and I think this episode we're going to focus on trying to get the people over to that colony so we can figure out what bonus we might get from it. Let me go look at the name. That is the, where is it? Gliesa 526A2. If we can get 1 million people here, we can figure out what this dormant construct is and get that going. So, I have a fleet. Oops. Where is it? Transfer fleet. They are hauling butt to finish moving some deep space tracking stations, and then they will start moving some infrastructure. So we're gonna let them do that. We're gonna take this on and give it 30 days. Some more units being trained, and then some Galisite being exhausted on Earth. Jump point detections. Overhaul of that ship. And then let's see some more civilian stuff. So let's grab our, so what was that? Gen 309. That is the, there we go. That is the retrograde vector. So let's get them back out there. Let's take a look real quick. Let's see. Where do we want to send them? Let's send them to Luton since we've already gotten that one part way done. So we'll send him to auto route to Luton. There we go. Another jump point. Retrograde vector. Huh. Or it's not possible. That's weird. Oh, is this the this might be the weird one where you've got to which Luton is it? Is it this Luton? Did I send them to the right one? Because I just realized that there are 2 Lutons. Oops, let me bring back this one. Okay, so I sent them to the wrong one. Because I sent them, let's see. Where is the other Luton? That's the other Luton. I don't see where they're at, maybe. So I need to make sure they go to 97. They're in 726 at the jump point. So let's go back to Sol. Alright, retrograde vector, you're going to go to Luton 97. That's the one they want to go to. There we go. And then let's check. Zero Silver has completed her overhaul. Sweet. So let's grab them and auto route them out to GJ1123. There we go. And then I'm going to take a look. So let's see. Our transfer fleet is pretty much done. So, okay. They're going to go to Gliesa and unload all installations. So let's let them finish that real quick. 31 more days. Okay, yeah. We'll do this and then jump forward like 5 days. There we go. So let's first go to Gliesa and see what this looks like. So how many people? Okay, so yeah, that'll hold 3 million. That's more than enough for now. This planet is almost exactly Earth-like. So one of the benefits of setting up here is that we basically need very little change to the environment. We basically just need to warm it up ever so slightly. and then bam, people can live here. So I'm only gonna put a little bit of infrastructure here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this colony ship and auto route. We're already actually in here, which makes sense. We're gonna load colonists, which we can carry 100,000. Then we're going to auto route to Galees 526 A2. Unload colonists. Auto route back to Sol. Go to Earth. Refuel, resupply, and then that's 100,000. So if we do that 9 more times, that's 1,000,000, and you need 1,000,000 to discover whatever lies beneath the surface, whatever bonus you get from that. Oh, can this make it out there? That is the question, because it's got, let's see, what's its range? Because this was designed for Mars's specific transfer, and then it helped with Venus. Let's take a look at that class real quick. Make sure it can get out there relatively unscathed. 150,000 liters, 34 billion kilometers, 440 days at full power. That should be fine, because this is the total travel time for all of these movement orders, and it is under that, but 400 days is like one of these. So let's see, we did it 10 times, so just divide that by 10. Yeah, so it's 194 days roughly per time it goes. Since it has 400 days at max, that should be more than enough, because we're refueling every single time. We'll have to keep an eye on it just to make sure, because we don't want any humans getting stuck. 100,000 humans just dying because of fuel running out would be pretty bad. So let's see, the Kairos and the Theseus have finished their overhauls. So we'll give them some jump orders. Let's see, we'll send one to YZ SETI and one to Struve. So you go to YZ SETI. DCO, you go to Struve. There we go. Alright, some more jump points we can discover, some more tech. Gravitational surveys have been completed in Den. So we're going to take the Exero, or exit core. We're getting a little high on deployment. So I guess we'll do is we'll jump you through here, standard transit, and then after you do that, go back to Sol. Alright, well, we can't technically do that until they jump through, but discover a new jumping point. And then we'll tell them, alright, X-Core, you're so close, just go back to Sol. It's weird, it won't let me auto-transit them. Oh, it won't let me jump through. Oh! Because we found aliens. Oh shit. And there's population. You need to get the hell out of there, Exor. Okay. Jump back through to Chi de Cronus. Standard transit. And then from there, go back to Sol. Earth. Refuel, resupply, begin overhaul. Okay. Woo! This took a bit longer than expected, but hey. We found somebody. So, this is the Chi de Cronus, Draconis aliens until we get their actual name. So we discovered them on September 5th, a day which will live in infamy. We are attempting communicating. We don't know anything pretty much about them. But I think this is time for us to start doing some stuff. Okay. Let's go here. That is in where is that system? Is it what's the name of this one? This is Chi Draconis. Where is trying to Colonists? Ah, here we go. So it's this one. Let's see. Can we reorder these to make this make a little bit more sense? Ooh. This is a little tough. Okay. As ugly as this looks, I think this makes a bit more sense. Actually, wait. No, let's move these like this. And this like this. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. And then this peels off of this, so pull this way, and then this way. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Alright. Let's mark this. Map labels, new label. That's not what I want. I know there's a way to mark a specific system. Yes. 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check and figure out how to put a label on this so we know that this is the correct system. Alright, I got that figured out and got it labeled over here. So yeah, that's a lot closer than I expected, because if you think about it, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps away, which is not very far. The good thing is we have at least 1 choke point here where it's close enough that we can send warships if we discover enemies here. 2, we've also got these points that are so far. I mean, this has 3 other jump points. We don't know where they go. We definitely need to find that out fast. But yeah. So that was unexpected. Yeah, let's create actually our first diplomatic ship. So we're gonna make sure that these guys are heading back home. Geological survey, kind of remove that. No, remove all. Auto route back to Sol. Just run to Sol. Go to Earth. Actually, no. Wait. Remove all. Just go back through here. And then you're gonna go standard transit through all of these. Can I? Okay, yeah. He has to make the standard transit, and then we can standard transit back and forth. But yes. Do that. Turn around. Let's make sure he... Yeah. Make sure he doesn't get shot out of the sky coming back. Scared the shoot out of me for a second there. I thought we were getting shot at. Okay. Oof. So we're back there. So yeah, he's gonna go through that unexplored jump point. Alright, let's get into our class. Time to create a diplomatic vessel. We're also gonna kind of create this as a sort of, we want to know what's going on within their fleet. Because we're gonna be kind of curious as to what they have going on. So we're gonna definitely have a lot of sensors and stuff. But we want to make sure we have enough of these diplomacy modules to outweigh any kind of negative we take from looking at their stuff, because that is something that I believe they take into effect. Essentially, the bigger the ship and the more sensors it has, the more of a threat it kind of makes it. So as our diplomacy ship, we do want it to be kind of small. So what we're going to go with here is this is going to be a diplomacy ship, diplomatic ship, and new ship class. And we do have some new people in the Discord, so I'm going to pop that open real quick and rename class. Alright, so let's go to the welcome page. And it looks like the most recent one currently is Kit Lunar. So welcome to the Discord, Kit Lunar. You now have a diplomatic ship named after you. Let's go in. Alright, so our big focus is going to be the diplomacy module. I think you can only have one. Yeah, so you only have one diplomacy module at a time. We're not really worried about a lot of these other ones because this is going to be a commercial vessel. And we don't want it to be too big anyways. So we'll put in like yeah, we're not too worried about this kind of stuff. This we do want an elant. It lets us kind of peek at the enemy stuff. And then just kind of a standard commercial engine. It should get us some good speed. It's a little big though. We might want to make something a little smaller engine wise. We'll see what we come up with though. Yeah, that's a little big actually. Let me pop that off and new engine. And this is inertial confinement fusion drive, which is a new type of engine. And then we're not worried about speed on this, so we can drop the fuel consumption quite a bit. We want some engine power, but we also want it to be quite energy efficient when it comes to that. Now, let's see. We don't want it to be huge, so yeah, this is... Because what is it? The previous one was 20k, and we definitely don't want that. For something this size, we don't need much engine power, because that one was 1k engine power, and we could do with, you know, half that speed, if that. So let's go for 500. So let's see, let's go down. There we go. So roughly 500. Bring this down to 7,800. Yeah, that's much better. So this is a commercial inertial confinement fusion drive with an engine power of 500. I'll just round that up because it's close enough. A fuel per hour of 0.12, and it weighs 7.8 kilotons. I think that's all we need. So we're gonna name this also after Discord member. I'm going to pick a random one that hasn't had an engine tech yet. So this is going to be the Dr. Cyber. Powers Unlimited. There we go. So we will instant that. Refresh our tech. And then pop this bad boy on there. So yeah, that keeps us around 10,000. That's much closer to what we want. And since this is, oh, is this a, what makes it military? Is this a civilian engine, right? Commercial engine. Oh, it's this, isn't it? Yeah, I don't necessarily need that. Let's see. Yeah, it would be nice to have the elant, but I can always put that on a prowler or something. Because I do want to build some stealth ships, but they're going to be heavily focused into stealth. Fuel-wise, we got way more than enough, so let's drop off the fuel storage large. Just throw on, what, like a small? Yeah, that's still insane amounts of range. Tiny. Yeah, even that's more than enough. So yeah, we'll just leave it on tiny. Just so it has a little bit of extra room. And then what? We'll throw on... Will these help with... we probably don't want geological because we're not going to be surveying any of that. We mostly want sensors that are... like thermal sensors. And another type of sensor I forget the name of real quick. But we don't really need shields or anything, so alright, let's design tech and just go for active sensors, active grav, EM sensor. So let's say we want to be able to have a pretty decent resolution, say 5,000 tons. We're not too worried about electronic hardening because this won't be in combat necessarily. Search sensor. Sensor size. So we want to be able to see it pretty far away. Right now we say, let's see if we go that high. That's 2,000 tons. It's a pretty big sensor. but it basically gives us almost unlimited range of seeing, except for like very small things. I think if we change the resolution, that actually, as we shrink this down, it'll decrease the upper number and increase the lower number, because we don't necessarily need to see that large of ships that far away. Yeah, so if we decrease the res a bit, it means we can't see quite as far, but the benefit is that we can see smaller objects. But I don't know. Let's see. Let's go with 1,000 tons. I feel like 1,000 tons is a pretty good range. And with that sensor size, we should be able to pretty much see most anything. So this is going to be our diplomatic search sensor. Since we're not going to create diplomatic ships very often, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't have to fill in all the extra bits, mostly just because we're not too worried about that. Well, I guess, well, shoot. That makes it a military ship too. We don't want it, as far as I'm aware, you don't want this to be a military ship. I think it's one of those things where you can have it be a military ship, but I would like to avoid it if I can, just because, mostly for RP reasons. I know that probably in-game it doesn't probably make that big of a difference. I would just like it to be a civilian ship, because the idea is that the civilian government would go forth and try to greet them themselves. So yeah, I guess that's it then. Nothing too complex. Moves relatively fast. So this is a diplomatic ship, so I'll put a little bit of armor on it, just to kind of make sure it's not too crazy. Yeah. I don't want to go over 10 tons, or 10,000 though. So put just a hair of armor. In fact, our range is 380, yeah, let's shrink our fuel even more. So let's go down to the fighter size. Yeah, there we go. So for a full year, this thing can burn on fuel. I mean, 76.1 billion, that's pretty far. And with this, I think we can pop this up to a 3. Brings it just over 10. But I think that's close enough. I think that'll be good. So let's lock that design and start producing those things. So let's go to our, every time my brain thinks that this means fleet shipyards when it doesn't. I need to change the logo for that or something so I don't do that. Since it's civilian, doesn't really matter where we produce it, but we're not going to produce that many more tugs, if any. So we'll just retool this over to the kit lunar, which that's only going to take till October. So we'll set that. And all right. So let's let that tick over. So we'll give it, we'll skip forward by 5, so that way we don't have to go quite so fast. Alright, and what we're going to do is I'm going to grab the Zizor, and instead of letting them, survey here, we're going to jump them back through here, and then go back to these unexplored. That way we can get all those things explored pretty quickly. What? Oh, that's right. I forgot this pops up occasionally whenever your ship's jump drives are still recharging. It's a very odd, weird issue. But it's like the ship forgets that it has jump drives for a short period of time. So jump back through. Then go through this unexplored one. Yes, I know. There you go. Alright, so we'll let him survey that. And let's look at what pops up here. Okay. So off of here, we have this, and this, and this. Okay. Okay, so there's a few different places here. We'll have to see where they lead to. So we'll let them get surveying while the rest of our ships are out and about. Alright, let's jump forward 30 days and see if it'll let us. Nope. Only jump forward a short period of time. Our gravitational survey completed at JT11123. Since the Zero Silver's done with that, I'm actually going to send them back auto route to one of those other systems. So let's see. Den. So first go to Den, And then I guess I'll send you through, I think JG is where the one ship is, so we'll send them through HIP. That way we can kind of see what's going on with that. Alright. Retooling has completed, so let's get the new diplomacy ship constructed, and we will add it to, I guess, shipyard fleet for now. This is the first ship in the line, so this has to have a name. Let's go to somewhere in here. Let's look for something interesting. Famous explorer. Since this is going to be a pretty dangerous trip, let's find an explorer. This is going to be an adventure like no other. So let's grab Bruno de Hecete. I'm probably way mispronouncing that. I'm assuming this is Spanish, because de Hecete, I'm 100% butchering that, but seems like a good name for a ship. So let's create task. So we're going to build this by April. So we will get that out there and going. Oops. So yeah, well, that has definitely surprised us a bit. While that is going on, let's check over in Galice. So we got 0.1, so we made one trip out here and dropped some people off. So once we get up to 1 million, we'll see what this is doing. So let's carry on. Some more civilian stuff. Occasionally there's some slowdown, so I'm wondering if the AI, now that we've discovered them, is starting to do stuff. So now that they are awake, they will actually start exploring on their own and kind of going around and doing things. In fact, we might turn this on and let this carry on for a little bit. There we go. So now our diplomacy ship has been built. So we'll grab here and detach. So this is our diplomacy fleet. So what we'll do is I'm actually going to go to admin command. Is there a diplomacy? Didn't think so. Okay, there's not. I'll probably still give them a fleet because you get sort of general bonuses. So if any of these do end up helping this ship, then oh yeah, this is already a general fleet that it's under, so well, I guess we don't necessarily have to have a fleet. I mean, it is a fleet, but I mean, we don't have to have like a name or anything, or a admin, because it is literally just gonna go to oh, it doesn't have a jump. I did not think about that. We need to be able to jump the ship because we don't want to build a connection out there. Yeah, especially not along this way where we already don't have any jump points. It would be bad to build jump points. So that was real dumb of me. I completely did not even think about that. Y'all probably were yelling at me about that in the comments. So let's update that design. So let's see, let's go here. Oops, wrong thing. Forget every time. Let's go here and grab the kit lunar. We're going to unlock, because we can, design tech. Because essentially what we're doing is we're just strapping on a jump engine. Good thing is we have jump engine efficiency 12. So we can make it pretty small. And it's going to be commercial jump drive. This is going to be diplomatic jump drive. It has to be able to jump 10,000, so we can grab this and then shrink it down a bit. Let's see, so 11,000, but it has to cover its own cost, so that would make it 11,250, which this would not be able to jump. 1,300, this, it could jump itself. Okay, so it is a self jump drive. We'll just, again, dynamic jump drive. What's called JD. Instant that. Refresh tech and throw on the jump drive. There we go. And then lock class. Then what we'll do is we'll come in here and I should be able to go to the shipyard. Kit lunar. Then refit the kit lunar to the kit lunar. Is it not? It didn't auto give it like the new engine, did it? Of course, there's not really a way to check, is there? Other than, you know, trying to send it out. So let's see. Let's go here. Alright, no, fleet, movement, auto route. Yeah, okay. So I guess it just gives it the jump drive. Okay, it's a little weird, but that was a mistake on my half, so I don't want y'all to sit through that, I guess. So we'll jump in here and it'll sit on the jump point. Yeah, move to location here. So I make sure it's sitting on the point. And all right, so how long is that going to take that? That's going to take it 77 days. Ooh. How long did you have fuel for? 347 days. Okay, yeah, you've got plenty of fuel for this then. Okay, just wanted to be sure. All right, so it's going to take 77 days, so let's jump once. There it goes. That seems a lot slower than 77 days. That says 71 days. Oh, it must be these. Okay, yeah, the time increment's been slower. Gravitational survey and eXterminate is done, so that is the somebody 1212. I'm going to grab them. Movement, auto route. And then jump them to... Wasn't HIP was the one we're already going to... Alright, which one of you fools is the one I want to go to? IRAS. There we go. So I'll jump them out there, and then we'll carry on. Gravitational survey completed by the Luke. So you shall jump to your unexplored jump point. That looked like that said, okay, that was just surveying construction. Okay, that doesn't matter. Thought it was saying that the colonial ship had completed its orders or something. Yeah, it's still got a while to go. New alien class. Oh, here we go. The Luke is unable to carry out its primary orders in eXterminate. Well, you shouldn't be there. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that must be, okay. I think I jumped it through an unexplored jump point and it found another dormant wormhole, which that sucks. I hate these because they make it look even uglier, but oh well. Alright. So, you're going to auto route. Actually, no, you got unexplored jump points here, so just standard transit. Now, let's go back to the... where is it? It's the Colonists. Here we go. So while here our diplomacy ship, which actually is it hasn't actually made it, so it's still in Den. I was wondering, I didn't see that. So actually go to Gen, remove all, go to Den, move to location. So it must be Den that is another one of their places then. Or at least, the very least, we're seeing ships there. Yeah, they got a 3,600 moving ship. So then let's grab our map then, and we're going to mark this as also a possible location of theirs. Because they're at least here. We have seen them moving around here. And they seem to be moving towards the IRAS system. Let's jump 8 hours. Yeah. Okay, so our diplomacy ship, where are you? So you're moving to Den 2. I don't actually see you unless I'm looking in the wrong den. I don't think so. No, there's only the one den. Okay. Jump point 2. Oh, that must be why, because I don't see jump point 2. Where's jump point 2? That's jump point 1, jump point 2. Okay. Let's... Or am I looking... Oh, Groombridge System 34. Okay, that's where that's at. We need to go to the next system over. You need to be in Den, standard transit, and then sit on the hip jump point we want to sit, or Groombridge. No, we want to sit on the Groombridge one. So that's where he's currently at, is Groombridge. So he's right here. So I'm gonna jump him over so he sits in here so he can see anything. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Alright, so there we go. So now we're going to try and communicate them. Okay, so we just finished this research at 2 electronic countermeasures. Now that we know that there's other aliens out there, there is life elsewhere. I think we're definitely going to want to go into sensors so that we can figure out what they're doing. So we can know, exactly what's going on with them. So with that, we're going to definitely hardcore go into just every kind of sensor tech we can get our hands on, starting with the cheaper ones. And just queuing all of these things up. Scratch sensors. There we go. We just want to sensor the shit out of everything. So let's start carrying on. So our civilians, orders not possible with the red cup, and then looks like Luke found a new system, so we're gonna grab the red cup. Right. So you're just gonna go through an unexplored jump point. Stay in transit. Then we're gonna take this back to Den. So we can kind of keep an eye on this. Gravitational survey completed there. Zany needs some new orders. So Zany, go through, well, that one's already been explored, so go through this one. New system discovered. This one looks pretty busy too. Okay, so we haven't seen anybody else new in a while. That could just be one survey ship of the aliens. So what I'm gonna do is, since I know that they are definitely in Chi Draconis, I'm gonna send our diplomatic ship there. Because we haven't heard anything from anyone here, so we're just gonna jump through and just sit on the jump point. While we're doing that, let's look at these aliens. So, have we seen anything from them? Right now, we're just calling them Chi Draconis aliens until we actually get in contact. We're still attempting. Otherwise, we don't know much about them other than what little bit we've seen of their one ship, which is the Actinium, which we know is a military ship of some kind. It has a thermal signature of 1,755, and maximum observed speed has been 3,674. And we saw it in the Den system, and that is all we know. And then, of course, we know the population. No population here, right? Yeah, that's just a ship. And then we know that they've got thermal contract strength of 65,000 on that planet. There we go. So now our diplomatic ship is stationed. Alien communication. Received an unintelligible alien communication arriving from JP1. That probably is them telling us to leave. It is a diplomatic ship. So that is a risk that it might get blown out of the sky if they don't like how long he sits there. So, need more jump points. More unintelligible alien stuff. Eventually, we'll either get a clear signal or not. If they come and blow us up, then it's definitely we know that they were pissed that we were here. But we're trying to be diplomatic. If we have to jump back through, we have to jump back through. We're going to try and get our guys out alive. Gravitational survey completed in Struve. So that's the Thesiel. Let's grab the Thesiel. Jump through here. Alien communication, still more unintelligible. And then we jump through here. Let's take a look here. So let's see, Struve. Okay, that's where we jump to. Let's go back up to Chi Draconis. Still trying to not do too much here, just waiting to see what they say. If anything. Sometimes it's a lot harder to get in contact than other times. We'll just have to see how this goes. Still unintelligible for now. Increment increased due to imminent actions. Could be okay. This is not good. They might be firing on us. That might be what that's saying essentially. If they are shooting our diplomatic ship out of the sky, that will be an act of war. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. In fact, what I might even do is, just to be safe, because we are worried we're getting a lot of chatter from the aliens, we'll assume that they might want to shoot us, so we'll jump back through and hope that that was just enough to give us some of their language, and hopefully we can break that down. That's essentially what's going to happen. Is our scientists are, I don't think there's absolutely anything you can do to affect it in here. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing you can research or anything, but essentially your diplomatic ship will take the messages they got and they'll slowly work away at it. They don't actually do anything with the diplomatic ship. It itself doesn't necessarily actually do anything. It's just more of you've gotten enough messages from them over time. It basically speeds up how quickly you can actually communicate with them. Gravitational survey completed, so that is the Zysor. So we'll grab them and move orders, go through this unexplored jump point. There we go. So they jump through. So we'll go back. Nope. We either lost somebody or finished some research, and I'm guessing based on these being not completed, it means we lost somebody. So we're going to grab Mark Arnold and then create project, and then grab this and then add to queue. We'll add this to queue. And let's see, let's do mining production so we mine faster, and then shipbuilding rate, because we do want to start making sure that we can get ships built as fast as possible, and then a little construction and fuel production. In fact, I might even look at power and propulsion, see if there's anything to add. Nope. What about electronic or energy weapons? None of this I'm too worried about yet, so we'll wait on that. Alright, so we got another unintelligible communication, this time in... we actually received it originating from the jump point. Okay, that might be a good sign. That might be a diplomatic ship. Hopefully sitting on the jump point. So we are sitting pretty close to it. So in fact, yeah, we're on the jump point. So we'll keep sitting there a little bit and just see if we can get any more. So we got more unintelligible. Still attempting to communicate. Oh, here we go. Shit. Looks like our diplomatic ship came under fire. Heavy fire. 2 energy weapons of strength 18. Or impacts of strength 18. Yeah. Suffered catastrophic failure and exploded. So that definitely wasn't good. Looks like they are hostile. Yeah, we're still trying to communicate, but that's definitely going to put a damper on our communication. I'm still going to leave neutral. I don't know. Or should I? Well, they're using energy weapons, so it wouldn't matter anyways. That's mostly for missiles, I believe. Alright, it is time to upgrade our ships, because it is time to go protect ourselves and make sure they don't push too far in. So I guess we're going to end this episode by doing some new classes. So we're going to copy this first class and rename it. So this is the Amberclad Gen 2. Alright, so let's start at the top and the active search centers. We're just gonna pop these guys off and throw on the diplomatic search sensors, which is ironic considering, because I believe these are actually better than the other ones. 21 points, yeah, they're significantly further. They can see even small objects. They can see out to 23 million kilometers, although they have much higher passive detection. They are much larger. I think this is going to be worth it because it's going to definitely allow us to see much further out. I'll throw a few of these on here for redundancy. Our current beam fire control can go out to 250,000 kilometers. Let's see, can we go further than that? So I know we've gotten a bit of upgrades. So fire control, say we did 4 times size, 4 times range, 4 times speed, 4 times tracking. So that puts our range at 384,000 with 32 tracking speed. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to do this then. Much faster and much better beam fire control. So this is a beam fire control of 384,000 kilometers. I guess we can just say, yeah, 1,000 kilometers with a tracking speed of 32k and a weight of 0.4 kilotons. So yeah, instant that. So we're gonna pop off these beam fire controls. Pop on the new ones. So these are, there we go. And we probably don't need one for each of our Gauss cannons and lasers, but we're gonna at least put 5, because I believe we can group them up. Because we're gonna have a spinal laser and a few laser turrets, and we can group the laser turrets into like 2 or 3 to target multiple enemies. Alright, so let's see. We don't need any more command and control, I believe, because we've got the flag bridge, main engineering, combat information, bridge, and auxiliary control. We don't need the science or primary flight control because we don't have any. This is good for fighters. This one is good for science ships. Damage control. What do we got currently? 2 improved. We've got advanced, so we'll drop the improved, throw on the advanced. We can throw on some. Is there any difference between these? Compact. Okay, so they're just smaller. So we got ECCM 1s on here, so we'll throw those off. And throw on the ECCM 2s compact. Throw on 3 of those and pop off 3 ECMs. And there we go. We got ECM 3s, so we'll throw on 3 of those. Let's see. I do want to pop on an ELINT, so that'll tell us a bit about our enemy as we're fighting them. Every bit we can learn, the better. And we're definitely going to design new engines because these are some outdated ass engines. So let's pop off, can I just say like pop off 20? Pop off all of them? Yeah. Alright, so let's design new engines. This is an infernal. Now this one we want some power in this thing, but I might just leave that at 100. We don't want any thermal signature reduction, so not worried about that with this ship necessarily. What size were the previous engines? So they were, I believe, here I can click on this. They were the engine power 480s. So let's shoot for something like that. We shouldn't have to go quite as big to reach that engine power. EP 480. So let's see. This gives us a size of 750 tons per engine. Previous engines were 1.5K. Yeah, so we massively reduced the size on the engines here. About half the size, if I'm reading that right, for the same engine power. So this is a military inertial confinement fusion drive with an engine power of 480 and FPH of 117.58 and a size of 0.7 kilotons. Nope. There we go. And we are definitely going to name this after somebody because this is going to end up going into combat. So this will be the Ordan 70 fire fuel engines. We shall instant that. Refresh tech. Alright. There we go. And we're going to pop a bunch of these on here. Get this thing moving real fast. And it's going to definitely burn through fuel. So we know they can at least go 3,000. So we want to make sure we're going, 5,000 probably is a good speed. Alright. So let's go through this again. We got 21 engines currently, so we did shave off a few engines for quite a bit more speed. Because I think previously it was 17 engines. Okay, so we added a few more engines, but we got almost 1,000 more meters per second squared, or meters per second, for about the same weight. So, engineering spaces. Probably going to want to add some more of those. because we're currently at only 1 year maintenance life. Let's see, what's our range? 126 billion. That's probably fine. In fact, I might even pop off this large because 110 billion, that's still fine. Because it's basically going to go out and fight a bit and come back. So we're not too worried about the exact amount of fuel. We're going to replace all of our Gauss cannons because quad Gauss for anti-missile missiles. We're going to replace our spinal lasers and our 6 quad lasers. Right now we have 10 large maintenance storage bays. Is there any maintenance storage bays? We have larger maintenance modules, but I think that is a bit different. Yeah, large is the biggest we got. Okay. Might throw a few more on here. Shields. We have a few shields, but these are out of date, so we're going to pop on shields. And then the power plants are way out of date. Alright. So, thermal sensors are also out of date. Alright, so that's all the out of date stuff. So, let's go through and obsolete some stuff so this clears up a bit. So, for example, a lot of these jump engines are, pretty much all these jump engines are out of date, except for no, that's the older ones, yeah. These are all out of date. Gotta create all new ones. Showing these. Alright, so here, this one is out of date. This one is out of date. This one is out of date, but those two are good. These are all ECMs. We don't update those. Beamfire controls. That one is out of date. That one's out of date. And that one out of date. That one's good. And this one's out of date. Thermal sensor. This one's out of date. Okay. So that shrinks it down a bit. And let's obsolete and obsolete. Alright, time to design some tech. Let's start with our shields. Shield generators. Our newest shields are E-shields. Oh, so yeah, we're still researching. So actually those shields probably weren't quite out of date. But we might have better recharge rate, I think. Besides, we're going to want to make these things quite beefy since we know we're going into energy weapon combat. So we're going to throw it on 32 size. So this is E-shields. Shield strength is 172. Recharge time is 537. Yeah, because by upping this, you make it take longer to recharge. But I mean, to me, it's pretty worth it having better hit points. And then this is a 1.6 kiloton. Did they go? And this is going to be known as. Let's go with. This is the fillet shields Oreo. Instant that. Refresh tech and throw on a couple of these. Alright, and I know we're going to need power for this, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. Wait, is that the engine power? Where is the... Somewhere on here is the power usage, but I'll figure that out later. Alright, let's see, let's go with... Next we need... oh wait, actually, how much size? We have 3 of these shields so far. 4, 5. Yeah, we'll go 5. 5, that should give us plenty of shield strength. And then let's go and design tech. We're going to go with a spinal mount laser. So this is our spinal mount, advanced spinal mount. So this goes up in 2 sizes. With this one, because the spinal mount, we're just going to have the one. We'll just instant this. We're not too worried about the actual size or anything like that, because it's just going to be a beast of a laser. Let's obsolete all these old ones real quick while we're thinking about it. Obsolete, and throw that laser on there. So this is our quad, or not quad, our spinal mount laser. So this thing is just straight up a beast of a damn gun. It is 2 times the normal size of our current laser tech because of the advanced spinal mount. So these, we're going to create some default lasers. Now these, does this affect range? No. Does it affect damage? It does. Laser hit to kill. But that's just the gun itself's hit to kill. Rate of fire gets way worse though, so I'm not too worried about that. I want them to be able to fire fast. And this is going to be just a standard laser, so we're going to call this 40 centimeter laser module. And we will insert this. This is not going to be something we use on its own, so that's why I'm not going to give it a name. Fresh tech. Okay, it's there. So then we're going to design a turret. This is going to use the 4 centimeter laser quad. Desired tracking speed. Our fire control what are we? Let's see. Currently, our fire control speed is not actually the issue because we upped our beam fire control. They can handle up to 32k. So let's see. Turret tracking speed is 12,500. So this is the actual fastest this turret can move. So we'll set it to that. I like to have the beam fire controls just be as fast as they possibly can be, because the reason for that is the longer you're tracking on target, the better. So as long as the beam fire control locks on fast enough for any missiles, this might be delayed a bit, but it'll eventually get locked onto it. So long as this is faster than the missile. So with that, this is going to be Q laser module. Yeah, we're not too worried about any of that stuff, so we'll just give this guy a name. This is, since Black Wolf is a weapons manufacturer, this will be Black Wolf's last. No, because this is laser, so we'll call it Black Wolf's laser array. And instant that. Refresh tech, and then throw on a few of these. So we've got what? 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, I might drop this down to 5, so we have 5 beam fire controls. Actually, no. Drop it down to 4. No. Bring this up to 6, and then we're going to throw on a few more beam fire controls, because this is going to be, we're going to have to rebuild the ship anyways. We can't use the previous design because of the engine change. So we're going to put 10 beam fire controls, because there's going to be one for the main, where is this? One for the main X-ray laser, 6 for this, because I want to make sure that we at least have enough for lots of backups, because this is a combat ship. So that's 7 weapons that need fire controls, as well as we're going to build point defense. I'm not sure. Should I do CWIS? Yeah, I guess we'll do CWIS. Yeah. So we'll just do a pure CWiz. This is just CWiz. Instant that. I'm making this because this is just going to straight up be able to catch any missiles coming in. Now we're going to create an actual long-range weapon with the railguns. So, yeah, we don't want bound them up. So these are going to be our actual. We're probably going to do dual mounts just to give us a little bit more power and locking on to things. So these are going to be 40 centimeter batteries. This is what naval ships call them. And this is produced by Black Wolf's Arsenal. Because basically every supporter of Black Wolf calls himself Black Wolf's something, because they all support him that strongly. So yeah, we'll throw on some railguns of that size. This will give us some good pounding from, about 1 million kilometers, which is decently far. Instant that. And then refresh tech and railguns. So we'll pop on a couple of these. These will be a bit more of our longer range weapons. Alright, so that gets all of that done. Alright. So, let's see. So we're a little bit low on our maintenance life. Let's see. So these all need power. Decent amount of it. I believe. Alright. So we're going to say deployment time 2 years. That sounds about good. We are going to up the armor rating a bit, just to strengthen that a bit. And I'm going to go maintenance. Let's see, actual engineering modules. Oops. Make sure we got enough of those, because we have 26, so let's go up to 30. And then we'll add engineering spaces, large maintenance storage space. How many of those we got? We got 12, so we'll go up to 20 and see what that gets us. Gets to almost 1.5 years. Let's get that up to at least 1.5 years. There we go. Do still need to add power plants, so let's design that real quick. Power plants. So this initial confinement fusion generator. We don't want any boost because I don't care about exploding them. And then as far as size goes, this is currently 50 tons, but only puts out 13. Not sure exactly how much we're going to need, because I need to look into where the actual things. I know on there it shows you how much power you need. Fortunately, I am a little blind today. But let's give it. Let's do 75. So we'll create these reactors. They give us 75 power each. And we'll pop on a few of these. Pop on 4 because we'll add one more than what we actually says we need. That way, if we lose a reactor, we're still good. We're still above 1.5 years. We're still above 4,000 kilometers. This will take 2.5 years to build, but I think this is going to be the best design we can come up with for now. So this is our Gen 2. So we're definitely going to start producing those. So let's grab our shipyards. Now, currently it is a little too big for what we have, because right now this is capped at 100,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue capacity upgrade. And let's look. What exact size are we for the M Plateau? This is 122,000. So we'll go up to 125. And set activity. That'll get that up pretty quickly. While we're doing that, let's actually take a look at our other designs. So our Corvettes, we recently upgraded these, so I'm not too worried about these. Yeah, they're not perfect, but they have E-shields, which is the most recent generation. They're not perfect, but I think that they should do. Actually, let's copy this class, rename. We will create a Gen 3 because I see some stuff that's a little out of date. It is a recent ship, but I think it wouldn't hurt to swap out some of this stuff. Let's see. Is there anything we want as far as command and control? We do really need a combat information center. We definitely don't want a flag bridge because this isn't a flagship. I wouldn't mind a CIC though. Main engineering. So that'll help a bit with maintenance and stuff. Any of this else out of date? This is strength 14, so that's still good. The engines are a little out of date, but I don't think we can upgrade those without completely redesigning the ship. So I think you have to be with a certain amount of build points / engines. Well, fuck it. It's gonna make a pretty big difference, so we'll swap out. We'll design. Actually, wait. Do we have military? Let's see, engines. So if I throw on. So this was at what? 19? Yeah. So we'll throw on a few of these. This is gonna change the build points a bit. Ah, fuck. Well, let's see. What if I don't? What if I just lift it like 2? That would be slightly slower, but significantly lighter. Control rating goes up because we've got more stuff. That's fine, but we've got better engines. It's a little slower, but it's much better, and I think its maintenance life even is better. Yeah, adds a whole year of maintenance life. So that's good. We can in fact drop off some stuff because of that. So let's drop off high maintenance, and then what? Some small maintenance. Get it down to 2 like the other one. That'll help get our build points a little closer in line with the other one. So yeah, that gets done 2. The shields. Is there any difference? So it's 172 versus 85, and this is 50 versus where it's this? Recharge time. Yeah, where was the recharge rate? It doesn't say. 537. Here, we'll pop these off, throw these on. Still lighter. Build points are a little bit more, but I think these are stronger shields, so we'll leave those on there. Alright. So on the Gauss cannons, fuel storage large. Let's see, what's the range? So the ship can travel 229. Okay. It's a little short on distance versus the Gen 2 of this. Oh no, it's about the same actually. So it actually works. It's 89.6. Oh wait, no, it's not. That's 22. Whoops. Yeah, because it drops drastically because there's a lot more fuel usage on these engines. So let's throw on some more fuel. Okay, I thought something was odd. Let's throw on 1 ultra large fuel and drop off the 2 larges. So that gets it much closer, although it still ups our build points, which sucks. Might actually be worth dropping off these and see if that helps any. Yeah, that helps a bit. Alright, we want to keep them pretty close together, so let's see. The Gauss cannons, these are PDCs, these are like pretty close in weapons. They're designed for 40k range, probably popping missiles, or if ships get within that range. So these essentially are just exactly what they say on the tin, corvettes. They sort of float around the battleship and keep it protected. Alright. I think that's it. It's a little heavier now, but not by too much. Let's see. Let's make sure that we can still fit this, because I don't want to redesign too many of our shipyards. This is the Black Wolf Gen 2. Yeah, so still within the reasonable range. So yeah. So I will lock this design. Now let's see. Can we retool the shipyard from the Gen 2 to the Gen 3? Retool. Gen 3. Selectivity. That is going to take till January 5th. So that's about a year to retool. It's quite a while, but it'll get there. Alright, so that's that. Is there anything else we want to do over here? We got the corvettes upgrading. Battleships Gen 2'd. I think that's it. So for now, we'll work on those. Unfortunately, we can't rescue these guys. Their sacrifice definitely won't be in vain, but we're definitely going to want to get something out there and get some revenge for that. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time, where we're going to see what happens with the aliens, see if they come to fight us or if we're able to work things out diplomatically. Until then, make sure to leave a like and a comment on this video. You have no idea how much it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And if you'd like, you can join the Discord down below. The interaction is always great over there. We're always talking and having some crazy discussions over there. If you'd like to get involved in this game, we can actually get you involved in RP. Currently, we are trying to set up our Senate by having people run as representatives for each colony. So, as of right now, we have Earth as the main planet, which is where the president is from. And Mars, Venus, Laland, and Galice will all have their own representatives that will then join in the Senate. They'll get to vote on things. So if you'd like to be able to join in on that and get to vote on things, you can join the Discord. Otherwise, just thank you guys for watching. Even just watching gives me immense amounts of support. You guys have no idea how appreciative I've been about how much love I've gotten about this series. So thank you for all that. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.